Hello there, beautiful sacred hearts. Monica Bermudez, an intuitive quantum energy healer. I am coming Facebook Live for a love wisdom message that is channeled through the heart that wants to come through about the phrase that I keep hearing is the quantum ascension, and also about the new frequencies for the earth, and just some ascension news from that, and I'll dive into it. So going Facebook Live, Facebook group that I do every Friday, and then I also post it on my YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on my YouTube channel as well, just subscribe and like and share with others who can benefit from all these love wisdom messages as well. So diving into the topic, which has to do with the energies we just had, let us look into some of the astrological events that are happening and look at it from an intuitive energy, what is going on this week especially. Well, we just had a really powerful full moon energy this past Wednesday. For those who are in the East Coast side, that's when it peaked in the morning, and it was in the sign of the Leo from a moon side. And so Leo is really about jumping into our own courage of where we're heading on this path in our own ascension, but really taking that direction and making a decision on it. And of course, because we were still in the Aquarius zodiac sign of the sun sign, that Aquarius energy is all about the collective energy, and it's about unity and collectiveness. And so it's really looking at all those aspects of energies that are coming together. So I've been feeling like there's also been a lot of the Schumann resonance energy that has been coming into the earth itself, and it's been causing not just some of our physical symptoms of the ascension and energies that we're feeling inside of us, but it's also been disrupting some of the technology. And I've been noticing a lot more glitches everywhere, whether it's the phone or it's the computer or some kind of outage. And I feel that these glitches are some form of reset, and it's also resetting us as well, and letting go of these old, really deep-seated layers of these distorted energies. And what I mean by distorted energies, I mean energies that have been stuck there in a very unconscious level, at the cellular level, very much so into the quantum field of energies, because that is where we're all interlinked and interconnected, is jumping more into this universal energy. And some people may call it the Akashic records of things that are recorded. But what happens is that some of these energies that are distorted get also stuck in that same energy field in our own cells, in the space, that empty space, what the scientists call, is really not empty space, but it's really what I feel is more the quantum energy field that's there, and some of these energies are in there as well. So anyways, that's been my experience as well with my clients, and some of the light language transmission that I share with them, and what's been coming through as far as working with the DNA aspect as well of the human body that we embody right now. So I am feeling that a lot of the energies also are having to do a lot with the lower chakra areas, which would be the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root chakra, and also the hara line. For those who don't know, the hara is below the solar plexus and it's above the sacral area. And the hara line is really what energizes our whole body, but it also has to do with our own purpose. So it's interlinked as well to our solar plexus. And then what I feel is that the reason why I emphasize so much the heart is that the heart fuels and gives them love, because they have been so disconnected from one another for so long. And so the new frequencies of energies that are jumping into this earth are now just bringing us together. So it's a higher vibrational energy, and it's an expansion of energies, expansiveness in us, and it's much higher frequency energies. And so this causes all sorts of things to come up as well, and it may appear that things are just getting worse and more chaotic, but it's really just loosening up a lot of these old distorted energies and looking at them and ready to be purging. And of course, this could be very uncomfortable, right? If you're having stuff come up like old grief or things that you thought that you had healed or you were done with completely, and then another layer comes up, and it could just be so frustrating, right? But bear in mind that this is part of the process that we said we would step in as light workers, star seeds, and really help through this process of energies. And so that's coming more into the heart purpose. I call it heart purpose, but what I'm talking about is your heart that is aligned to your soul purpose and what you're being called to really come to support this new earth energy, or these new frequencies for this new earth energy. And so maybe you're not feeling it right now if you're going through a lot of stuff, right? If you're going through a lot of weird high vibes, and then at times it could feel like it's dragging. I don't feel like so high vibe. So in those instances when you don't feel so high vibe, or things are just kind of stuck or slow, that's when you give yourself the extra care that you need, and support and self-love and nurturing in that way. So there's a big portal that's going to be opening up according to a lot of the intuitive astrologers and the messages that they've been sharing, and it has to do with the Pisces energy. So there's been this whole theme of the Pisces energy, and I believe we're in the zodiac sign of Pisces now, and we're coming towards the end of February, and so this portal energy of the Pisces energy will be felt throughout March as well as through April. And so we have these two different planets in conjunction, and in the Pisces energy, which I believe is Neptune and Jupiter. And so that combination of energies is also telling us to really dive deep inside of us, and it's really calling us in a direction that we're being called to go. And the reason right now the timelines are all over the place, because we keep deciding on one thing and then deciding on another. And the minute that you decide on an outcome or a result, or your brain or your thinking mind, your mental thinking mind is jumping or going and switching into these other modes, that's also changing the timelines. So that's what I mean by the quantum ascension, because quantum being a form of acceleration. So we are definitely like in an acceleration course right now of energies, and things do feel very accelerated. So the key is to really tune into your own heart. When you're feeling like you really need to make a decision on something, bring it back to your heart and really ask from your own heart where you feel the strongest in that direction. And then once you stick to that direction, that outcome, just put your highest vibrational energy in that highest timeline of energies to manifest your reality, or your new reality that you wish to shift into, that is in the highest good for yourself and the highest good of others as well. Because all decisions that we make and all things that occur are also based on your highest good and the highest good of all those around you in every way. So if you're going through some form of awakening process, and I can discuss more about the awakening stages at another video, but I wanted to share some of these important energy messages with you that have been really quantum ascending and accelerated, especially for this week, and I feel they're going to get even more accelerated when it comes to this Pisces portal energy that we are jumping into with these two major planets in conjunction. And so your heart is your gateway to your own soul purpose, and what really sets you aligned to that purpose and where you wish to go in your own direction of your own higher calling within your own heart. and bringing online and bringing forward all your spiritual gifts that you wish to share here on this earth. And what is, your most highest excitement is also a form to tell you that this is in alignment with your purpose and your own heart purpose. And there is, that passion energy in it, within your own heart. And so just a few announcements, that I will be coming on live on the podcast, Love Light, Living in the Spirit of Love. And we will be talking about the quantum strengthening your heart for 2022 and beyond. And, living on purpose, because these are very important messages for the coming, for this year especially, and in the coming years as well, where we are really being guided to really step more into our heart center, because that is the key to the ascension itself, and related to the video that I'm sharing right here in this love wisdom message. And I'm going to elaborate more on that. So mark your calendar for Friday, May 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And make sure you have the podcast show on your podcast apps, or through the website, which I share through the descriptions in my YouTube channel or in the Facebook group itself. And we would just love to have you there and enjoy these messages of the love wisdom message of the heart, as well as sharing the light language transmission in that show as well. And if you want a free guide to your own awakening process and what it means to go through a heartbreak and what's really going on, why that's really a spiritual awakening, I have a free guide in my website that you can go and download at any time and just receive that information to help give you the clarity of what you're going through, your dark night of the soul, just like it was for me when I had my most intense divorce, and what really ended up to be my own soul purpose that I'm serving right now, and sharing those gifts with so many. And if you really want to explore much deeper and get more clarity on your own purpose, and you want to get a heart diagnostic, just message me in private, and we could just work on a clarity session, complimentary clarity session. So I look forward to providing some more love wisdom messages pretty soon. And as I mentioned, I was working through some of the technology glitches myself, so I do want to post some more messages on my YouTube channel also. And some of them are very important messages, like the awakening stages that we're going through, and as well as sharing some other light language transmissions that want to come through. So make sure to make your way over to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I will look forward to talking to you very soon. Sending you all so much love. Bye for now.